everyone. Welcome back to Canadian Finance Journey. My name is Bobby, and today's video is a financial goals hop update for quarter number 3. Can you believe it? My goodness. Okay, so this is a freebie on donnapoweredbycreativity.com's website, and it is the financial goal hop quarter 3 lineup. I like to keep on top of these. Like, I'm right here where we are October 24, you guys. 1 week from Halloween. Pretty exciting. I like to keep on top of my financial goals hop videos because it keeps me accountable for completing my financial goals. It keeps me on top of my busy, hectic financial life and keeps me accountable for my finance. It's easy to get off track with your finances, and that's why it's so important to keep somebody in your life can be your accountability partner. And I feel like these financial goal updates are my accountability partners. What a tongue twister. So I did quarterly financial goals quarter 1 and quarter 2. So now we're going to talk about quarter 3. And this is also a freebie on donnapoweredbycreativity.com. And let's start with July. I kind of kept it simple this quarter, or this whole year has been hectic. But anyways, this quarter, because it has the summer months, I feel like summer is so easy to get off track with your finances. And that's why it's so important to have something that keeps you in line still, even though it's chaotic. Like, it's busy in the summer, right? So it's easy to get off track. I feel like for my family, we had a lot of bills come out in July, and then catching up to like those bills kind of took a little bit of time. So that's kind of how this summer went. It was just very, very little finance. Like, that's why I haven't had too many videos on my channel. If you do follow me, I haven't had too much extra to kind of throw at doing savings videos. It's only been survival mode, and it's the phase of life that we're in, and that's fine. And as long as you keep on top of it and you try to get, even if you save a little bit, just a little bit, or you accomplish a little thing here and there, that's the important part. Just keep working at whatever you need to be working on. Really, it could be, sometimes we have family get-togethers, and we order takeout all together, and then we just kind of repay whoever paid for their meal, our portion in a sense. We gave them a portion of what they paid. I had a few things like that I needed to pay because July was so busy or so bill intensive. I didn't have a lot of extra money in that month, and then August was to kind of recuperate from borrowing money everywhere. And September, they were all the same. So I kind of had a few to-dos on, like, I have to pay this, or I have to pay this. This is still an ongoing bill. So I had a few things like that were still there. They just weren't, like, it wasn't anywhere. It wasn't a credit card. There was, like, I had to pay. There's my mom went on a Costco run, and she got me a few things. I didn't pay her back. So I had that kind of on my shoulders. My sister did the same thing. So I had a few things like that just on top of my regular bills to kind of take care of. And I'm happy that I was able to repay that. So now I don't have that on my shoulders, but it does actually affect me. They don't even think about it. I don't think it bothers them too much, but it affects me because I'm true to my word and I want to pay people back. I don't want to owe anybody anything. And that's why having credit cards bugs me, because I don't like owing. I paid off my student loans early because I didn't want to have that regular bill. I paid off my car loan early because I didn't want to have that bill that recurs all the time that comes. We already have enough of those. We don't need extras. So those are all things I don't like owing people. So let's start with July. I say pay mom term life insurance, dad term and perm life insurance, and then car insurance. So those were 4 big bills that I have in July. It's a recurring bill that I had to do this year. The car insurance was a new one. I had it monthly, and then I decided to do it yearly. I wasn't totally prepared for it, but I did it anyways. I found the money, I scavenged it, and I paid it in a year. So now I don't really have to worry about it for every month thing. I just kind of put money aside for it once it comes back next summer. So I am hoping that I'll be more prepared for next July, and that's the goal. So this year I learned that I had too many bills in July, that I couldn't actually do them all in once. But I did do that, so that was done. I said rework our budget and fine-tune it more and get better at budget closeouts. The budget closeouts I still have a hard time at. I'm just gonna put a line through because I did rework our budget, and I do put aside more money monthly now or every pay to cover these yearly bills. So I took a list of all my yearly bills, totaled it up, and divided by 12. So then it gave me a number that I have to save every month to be able to meet that bill for next year. So that is what I'm doing. And honestly, I had that last year. It's just I didn't have too much extra money that most times I didn't save enough to cover that bill. So if I had, like right now, I save about $430 per paycheck. Like I'm paid bi-weekly, so per paycheck is what I put aside for these yearly bills. I didn't do that last year, so I was behind on all those like almost $800 a month that I had to kind of scavenge to find. So I saw how important it is to keep on top of that yearly bill in a sense. So I put in my budget line, I put yearly bills. Like I have my mortgage that is bi-weekly, so that's one of my line item in my bills. I do have my daycare that's weekly. I have my electricity monthly. I have my phone bill and internet bill that are monthly. Those are my monthly, bi-weekly bills kind of thing. Other than that, everything else is in a yearly bills. And that's a budget item of its own in my budget, my bills budget. So now I really put emphasis on on saving that much money. I put it really as a priority. So that's going to help for next year for sure. But for now, I'm still catching up. So I'm going to keep it like that because I didn't work out my budget closeouts just yet. I'm still working on that. I am getting better at it because I do actually write down all my spending and what category it goes into. So it does take a little bit of time, but I want to make sure that I get better at knowing how much I spent on groceries and how much like throughout the year. So I want to do like a yearly thing that, January I spent this much. February, March, April, May, blah, blah, blah. I have the numbers. And then I can do an average of how much I actually spend in a month on groceries and on gas and on whatever. So I can do a proper budget. So that will all come in time. Prepare pen pal packages with other finance ladies. And I did do that. And that was a fun thing. Like we had Maddie from Floating Funds did a pen pal. And I loved it. It was so much fun. I had printer problems, but now I fixed them, so I should be able to continue making more. But yeah, it was super fun. If you haven't watched it, it is on my channel. I do have a video saying pen pal, yes please, or budget pen pal, yes please. So I did create all those packages and sent them out, and that's all done and handy dandy. In August, I have get SUV inspected. And then I have in September, get car inspected. So I did do those two. The SUV was a bit of a project because I did have a few holes in the body. So for me where I am, I have to get my vehicle inspected every 2 years. And it has to be like, you can have rust, but it can't be, you can't go through it. Like the metal has to be intact. And like your brakes need to be in line, the lights should have to be in line, the windshield can't be cracked. There's specific requirements to get the vehicles inspected to be on the road. And the SUV needed a bit of body work to get it on, like, good for past the inspection, because it did have a hole in the body. So I got that done. That was like $1,000. And then I was able to get it inspected, no problem. So now the SUV is inspected for 2 years, and it should be good for body work for a little bit. The car is a different story. My SUV is a 2013 Highlander. My car is a 2010 Corolla. It is a bit more, it's more rusty, but it's not like you can't poke through it. So it did pass the inspection. However, I am gonna have to put money aside to save for a body job on it for like next summer. So, or before the next inspection. So I do have 2 years to get it done, but I will definitely need to get a body work done on it. And it's probably gonna be more than $1,000. So, but it did pass, so I'm good for 2 more years with that one. Great. I said save for deck supplies in August. Yeah, our deck on our house, we purchased our house 1.5 years ago, and we had a very old deck on there, and it was pretty rotted. My husband took it out maybe a month ago, or like in June, and we had to build another deck. So I saved up in August to buy some supplies. So I did get screwdrivers and whatever they're called, deck poles or deck posts. Those things that hold I don't know. Anyways, I got all the hardware for the deck in August with a paycheck that I put money aside straight for deck supplies. So that one I did do. And then I said here in September, finish the deck. So I bought some supplies here, and in September I bought the wood to finish the deck. So I did we built the big part of the deck. Now I just have to do the stairs, and there's another little landing we have to do, so that's still in progress. But or I'll put here by wood. So I did buy the wood, but it didn't finish the deck just yet. But because it's a summer project, you have to do decks in the summer. You can't do decks when you have 3 feet of snow. So that's why it had to, I really had to figure it out. So the wood, which was almost $2,000, went straight on the credit card. That is, I did not have that extra money for that. So I did put it on the credit card, and then I'll have the winter to pay it all off. And that is what it is. It was a necessary thing. It was a liability. It was broken, and there was nails coming out of it, my old deck, and with 2 little kids, we didn't take a chance. We're not going to take a chance something's going to happen with that. So it needed to get done. So that is what it is. I do have here, save better year-round for yearly bills. Exactly what I explained to you up here with my yearly bills. So I do when I reworked my budget, I did prepare for a yearly bills line item, and that has been going pretty good ever since I implemented it. But I will continue doing that for sure. That will help me. And my 2026 Bobbie will really be thankful that I did this year. So pay off 1 credit card. And for this, I paid it off so I could put more on it technically. I didn't want to increase my debt ratio. So what I did is I used up some of my emergency money. I have $9,000 in emergency fund. I used some of that to pay one of the credit card off. That was not even $2,000. So I did pay it off with that money. And now I just have to put money aside to repay myself, technically, repay my emergency fund. So I did put $2,000 on the one credit card, but I paid off the other one. So now I just have to deal with one credit card. That was the whole deal. And then I have increased net worth, and that has been going pretty steadily. I do have videos on my channel that explains my net worth, and that has been going pretty steady, just probably mostly because the interest rates has been going pretty good. Well, they've been going down, but my investments have been going higher. They're going higher, so they're increasing in value. So that's been helping me, and technically my debt hasn't been moved too much because I paid one credit card off and then put the other, like, money on the other one. So now I just have about the same amount of credit card debt, but yeah, so no, it's all good. My net worth has been increasing, so that's really a happy thing. I do it every month. I do have a video every month of how I do my net worth, which is pretty interesting. This is the first year I do it every month. I did it once in a while last year, but not on video. And this one I'm actually sharing with you, so that's pretty fun. So let's quickly go over here. This week, Lake and Bacon on the 21st, I had Saved Money Saves You. 23rd is the Dramatic Panda. 24 is me. And then the Budgeting Sisters is on Saturday the 25th. So that is Q3, you guys. Pretty simple. I'll quickly show you here. I have my 2025 financial goals. So I do have a few things I don't have too much checked off because I think I had bigger expectations of this year and it didn't go as planned, but that's okay. So I'm going to take off this. I'm so sorry, I'm shaking you. I'm going to take off this check mark because I had to use that when all my bills are coming out. So I don't have my pet SOS money anymore, but I installed new windows for the kids' bedrooms, and I did install while I was doing the kids' bedrooms. Then I had a new one in my kitchen and then a new one in our bathroom. Those were the windows that were original to the house and they needed to be changed. So we got all those 4 windows done at the same time. And then I have the new back porch. It's not totally done yet, but I'm going to check it off because we have the back porch done. Now it's just doing the stairs, which is just a mini portion of what is left to do. So I did those 2 house projects, which since I've only purchased my house about a year and a half ago, we still had some major things to fix on it. But after these 2 projects, it's pretty calm. Everything in the house is very functional. There's not anything that we really dire need to get it changed. Last year we redid the roof and we installed a fence around our yard for our dog. And then this year we had windows and back porch that was on our to-do list. And I'm so happy those are done, because this makes the whole house a lot more functional and probably more economic as well, because I'm looking forward to seeing how much the kids' bedrooms windows are going to be saving us in electricity, because last year you could just put your hand on the window and you could feel the draft of the cold air during the winter. So it's probably going to make a big difference on my electricity bill this winter. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so that's where my financial goals are at the moment. I'm still not where I wanted to be, but that's okay. I am this month. I'm not gonna show you, but this month has been catching up on all this and a little bit more calm, and I'll be able to restart my videos and budgeting videos and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be exciting, and then I'll be able to concentrate on these other savings goals that I have that were on my financial goals. So that is my quick video for you guys. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate you guys being, without really realizing it, being my accountability partners. I appreciate that so much. That's why I keep doing these videos, because I enjoy them. They're very beneficial for me. So I just love them. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great and safe Halloween. Hopefully it'll be not too cold on our end. I don't like it when it's winter time and you have to put, your kids are in their costume and they're all proud of their costumes, but then you have to put a whole snowsuit on top of it. Some years that happens when you got some snow coming down, but hopefully not this year. Hopefully not this year. But anyways, have a great Halloween, you guys. Have a great day, and we will see you in the next videos. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.